donkey of the day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You're trying to be a fake-ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to God.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving donkey of the day to now?
Well, Sexy Red, donkey of the day for Wednesday, January 22nd goes to a 48-year-old Indiana woman named Jennifer Lee Wilson. Now, I have a confession to make. My name is Leonard McKelvey, more commonly known to the public as Charlamagne the God, and I am a notorious fat shamer.
We know.
Some might even call me a bigot toward big backs, but I swear I mean well, okay? I only make jokes on fat friends and family. Every other obese person I judge from afar. But today, Jennifer Lee Wilson deserves to be fat shamed by us all. Jennifer Lee Wilson is the reason RFK Jr. wants to ban high fructose corn syrup. Okay, she may become the face of federal food regulations because the last time I witnessed somebody weaponize their weight like Jennifer Lee, it was Rikishi from the WWE. What do you mean, Uncle Charlotte, she weaponized her weight? Well, let's go to NBC5 Chicago for the report, please.
10-year-old Dakota Stevens had a smile that defied a difficult upbringing. The Indiana boy spent years in foster care and was killed, prosecutors now say, by his new foster mother.
He did it the best that he could, and unfortunately, he fell victim to the system.
His former foster family has spent weeks pushing for charges, and today, Porter County prosecutors charged Jennifer Wilson with reckless homicide. Dakota had just been placed in her Valparaiso home when police say he ran off after a temper tantrum, even asking a neighbor to adopt him because his parents hit him in the face. But police say Wilson found and brought him back, and he tried to run again, so she laid her entire weight on his body while calling the boy's caseworker. Wilson told police that she laid on the boy's midsection out here in the yard to control him. The 10-year-old weighed just 91 pounds, but Wilson, according to police, weighs 340 pounds and sat on the child for 5 minutes until he stopped moving.
Jesus. First things first, rest in peace to 10-year-old Dakota Stevens. That young man tried to get help. Okay, when you run away from home, run away from, your foster mother to a neighbor's house and ask them to adopt you, Lord only knows the trauma you were experiencing in that house. Okay, he ran from that obese orphan killer. All right, Dakota was 4'10" and weighed 90 pounds. Jennifer Lee was 4'11" and weighed 340 pounds. She was built like a Range Rover. And no matter how good Dakota was eating in that house, he had to get away because that young man knew that his fate, he knew what his fate would be if he stayed there. He just knew. Let the record show fate without the E at the end is fat, and fate without the F in the front is 8. That has nothing to do with nothing. I just wanted to make that observation because Jennifer Lee Wilson is obese, and I cannot believe she's only getting 6 years in prison with 1 year suspended to be served on probation for killing a whole human. Okay, this was a fat fatality. Okay, you should be a fat felon forever. In fact, the judge should say, I'm giving you a year for every pound. Yes, 340 years. Okay, I would have made you a fat, funky felon forever. All right, you are a large lawbreaker and you don't deserve to experience the Krispy Kreme hot light ever again. Why did this wide-ass wrongdoer only get 6 years? If you ask me, she's a heavyweight homicidal maniac, okay? This wasn't no accident. She thought about this. She was intentional about this. This was a cold, calculated, chunky, chubby-ass crime. The only time she's been more premeditated was probably at Golden Corral. Would you like to hear more about her sentencing? Let's go to CBS News Chicago for the report, please.
A Northwest Indiana judge sentenced a woman in the death of her foster son. Jennifer Lee Wilson pled guilty to reckless homicide in the April death of her foster son, 10-year-old Dakota Lee Stevens. Investigators say she pinned Dakota to the ground by lying on his midsection for several minutes, causing fatal injuries. A judge sentenced her to 6 years in prison.
Look at this woman.
Oh, shoot.
She looked like the Mucinex man. Does she not?
Yeah.
I did some research, and by research, I mean ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT, has a sumo wrestler ever sat on someone and killed them? And ChatGPT said there are no well-documented cases of a sumo wrestler intentionally sitting on someone to kill them. So Jennifer Lee Wilson, you did something that a sumo wrestler has never done, and it was your adopted son. You and all your fat cells should be in a prison cell forever. How did they give this big-bodied butcher only 6 years? Okay, this woman is built like Grimace from McDonald's, but she's not friendly and lovable. No, this is the Grimace Reaper. She's a massive murderer. This half-ton killer deserves to be in prison forever, and I don't know why she isn't. What?
All right.
What?
All right.
Play his theme music.
What?
There you go.
Oh my
What,
God.
Mac?
Yeah.
Mid-sized Mac is in here. What?
This got to stop, bro.
What?
You have to stop.
Stop what? This woman is a killer.
I'm starting to think somebody fat touched you at a young age because you hate us with such a.
This has nothing. This woman killed
It
a
is.
10-year-old.
No, I understand.
By sitting on them.
And I understand that. And as the president of the Fat Lives Matter committee, she was wrong in the sense of like when we are our size, we know our issues.
Yes.
Like when I go to church and they got those little white church chairs, I know those don't hold me. I gotta test those. I test a lot of chairs before I sit down.
That's just
you know what I'm
stupid.
saying? Even during sex, you know how long it took me before I got on top? I was scared. I don't know what.
You get on top of
Oh my
what?
God!
You get on top?
It's like getting on a roller coaster. I'm terrified. I'm like every couple of
You
strokes, I'm like, yo,
terrified.
you good? Can you breathe? You gotta stop. You gotta.
That
you know
poor
what I mean?
that poor guy.
Yeah. So I hate you.
Who are these
push-ups. You
who are
can't
these
lag. You gotta do
suicidal women that are
push-ups.
letting you get on top?
That's besides the point.
You don't know if they're women or men. You don't know what he.
Bro, your push-up
what he
game must be
does.
crazy because no way you put all your weight.
It took no. That's
You
why-
planking?
No, you planking.
Whoa.
You gotta. It's a
Whoa.
balance thing. You gotta lean to the left, to the right,
That
so it's
poor
not on
person.
one side. Yes.
Now
But
she in a
anyway,
kayak.
She should have known that sitting on that kid was wrong. You got to treat that like all types of furniture. See, y'all don't know that because y'all got gym memberships, but yeah, the worst thing you could do is sit somewhere in public and that chair break because there's no way you can play that off. And just like this, there's no way you can play off killing a kid.
It's
Just
a
sitting on him.
human.
You ever broke a chair on a plane?
On a plane?
Yeah.
Not on a plane. I've broken a lot of chairs.
Because you fly cargo.
I do have a question. The seatbelt extender. How many do you use?
One now. Well, right now, thank
Mac
God.
has lost a lot of
Yeah, I
weight,
was
though.
about to say,
Yes.
Last month was the first time I ever didn't need one.
You didn't need an extender
I
at all?
didn't need an extender
Drop a
for the
bomb for
first
Mac.
time. Yeah.
Wow.
But shout out to all the stewardess and all the flight attendants because they are very respectful when they come to you like they sell drugs. Like, psst, you need that you need that thing, and I'll be like,
Man, everybody
yeah,
on the
go
plane
ahead.
know what they whispering to you about, Mac.
I know.
What are you talking about?
But
They either reserving
pass that off like
Biscoff
it's
or asking
drugs,
you about
you know
the
what I mean?
extender. It's not much.
Yeah, they be like, psst, you need that. You need that, and I'll be like, well, what you got? And they be like, yeah, we got that.
Oh, you know they was on snacks?
Nah,
Oh.
I mean that comes later. But
Oh.
at first, they always make sure you good because the last thing you want is the plane to have turbulence and then my big ass is flying around. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And I hit somebody. But
I can't imagine you on top. That is insane.
I mean, look.
That's
hey,
all you got out of this?
There's a lot of chubby chasers out there.
We said
Yeah,
all of that
but-
to say, please give the gluttonous reaper Jennifer Lee Wilson
You
the
gotta
biggest
stop.
hee-haw. What?
You got to stop.
Me?
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, this is disgusting.
Don't go anywhere.
This is disgusting.
Media
No,
Mac.
no, don't call her disgusting, okay?
No, this is disgusting.
No,
She
that's
killed
terrible.
a little baby.
That's right. This
Yes,
woman, this
but
woman
not
had
on purpose. She was not like a murderer.
this woman had a crushing presence. This is terrible.
Bump.
Okay.
Lord.
All right. Well,
I
let's
can't wait till there's a short killer, and then you gonna be right in there.
800.
I can't wait to hear say all them S's. The short killer.
All right. Let's open up the phone lines.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.